Hey guys, this is new for me. I've never live streamed before. This is more or less just a test to see if I can live stream. So I'm here in my workshop. I just got a brand new Wi-Fi router and I actually now have Wi-Fi access in my workshop, which is why I've never live streamed from here before. So I'm giving this a test. I've been working on this guitar neck here from Guitar Fetish, and I thought it would be a good time to kind of show the results of these fret files that I got from Baroque. Hey, there's people here. Look at that. I didn't tell anyone that I was going to be live streaming. Hey, PP Guy. Hey, Gerald Jones. Hey, Gino. What's up, guys? Good to see you. This is so cool. I've never live streamed before. And you guys all showed up, and I didn't even tell you I was doing it. I'll just go ahead and start over from the beginning. I have never live streamed before, so I just got a new Wi-Fi router, and I now have Wi-Fi access here in my workshop, which I've never had before. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a shot. I have this guitar neck that I got from Guitar Fetish that is actually going to go on one of the Telecasters that I reviewed in that shootout video. And I went ahead and leveled the frets on it, and now it's time to crown it. And I thought it was a good idea to test out these new prototypes that I got from Baroque. So prototype number one, I don't know if you can see it. If I put them side by side, you may be able to see. Prototype one has much deeper grooves on it than prototype two. And prototype two has a much finer filing grit. There's probably not really any way. I'm filming on an iPad right now instead of a DSLR, so you can't really see the detail. But I've already tried them out, so I kind of already have my opinions, but I was just going to go ahead and try to file down a few frets and just kind of show you guys the results that I'm getting from these. So, hey Linda, thank you for calling me your favorite guitar dude. That's cool. Any tips on minor fret crowning? Need to do it to remove minor wear spots. My biggest tip, I would say, is if it's just a minor fret job and it's not worth completely leveling and recrowning everything, you probably just need a good polish. You probably don't actually need to crown them. So if you polish them really good, then maybe you'll get the results that you're looking for. I usually wait until I'm getting like really gnarly fret buzz on my instruments before I'll actually completely level and recrown. I don't really do touch up a whole lot. With the exception of if there's one fret that happens to be a lot taller than the rest of them, then I might take one of these files and just file down that one particular fret, and that would crown it, and I would just do a little bit at a time and then check with a fret rocker or a credit card or some small flat surface that you can use, and then polish it up, and then you'll be good to go. So that's my tip for that. Wow, this is so distracting. I can't show you what I'm going to do because I keep wanting to read all your guys' texts and answer. This is crazy. Holy cow, 134 people here already, and I didn't even tell you guys that I was going to be doing this. Okay, so on to my point. We are going to be looking at these Baroque fret files, so I'm going to go ahead and let me reposition the camera so that you can see what I'm doing here. And again, I'm filming this on an iPad instead of my DSLR, so it's not going to be the best quality here. But let's go ahead and look for a fret that has gotten a lot taken off, so it's nice and square. And my kid is yelling at me, so I'm going to have to take care of that really quick. Hang on. Hey, what's up? Raya, are you all done? No, okay. I don't want to hear from you if you're not done with your laundry. Go back in your room. What's the matter? Okay, I'm sorry. Lay it out to dry. No, lay it in your room to dry. Okay, I don't want to hear from you until you're done. Sorry, did you guys hear me yelling at my kids for not doing their laundry? I hope that you did, because that was actually pretty hilarious. So, okay, back to fret leveling. That dad life, I know. Go ahead and mark this with a Sharpie so we can see that nice flat part right there. And I'll give you guys a nice close-up of what I'm doing here. So you see we've got a little bit of a flat top right there. Now we're going to go ahead and take prototype number 1. This is the one with the deeper grooves that we asked for. And a cool thing about this fret file is that the small edge and the medium edge are not very much different in size, which I think is actually really cool because the small edge was kind of useless on the fret files before. So you kind of had a small, medium, and large. The large was for jumbo, the medium was for normal frets, and the small was for like ukulele or mandolin frets, which I never work on those, so I don't really need it. But on this one, you kind of just get 2 different size mediums. So the small is kind of a small medium, so you could use that one if you want to get like a really tall dome shape. And then the medium one is kind of if you want a more rounded out dome shape, which is kind of cool. So I'm going to go ahead and just do the standard medium one right here. And these deeper grooves work so much better. Okay, so I don't know if you can see how nice and fine that line is. You guys are getting a nasty glare. So I got it down to a nice slim line. You'll notice that it is kind of scratched up. So I don't super love the heavier grit on this file, which is something that's better about this prototype number 2. It doesn't have the deep grooves, but it's got a finer grit on it, which I'm told is like a 200 grit. I thought it was a 300 grit, but it's a 200 grit. So let's go ahead and do another fret, so I can kind of show you the difference. I'll just do the one right next to it, even though it doesn't really need it a whole lot. 159 people watching. This is crazy. All right. So there we go. Now we got prototype number 2, and we're going to use this medium edge again right here. And it's probably the worst demonstration ever just because that fret actually didn't need to be done. So you can kind of compare the two side by side. This is the one that I did with prototype 1 with the heavier grit. This is prototype 2 with the finer grit. And you can see in the reflection there that it does have a little smoother reflection. That's the best that I can show you without using a DSLR. Again, just filming on an iPad here. So I actually already reached out to Baroque and I told them that I was like, hey, these two prototypes are great, but we just need to combine the two. Okay, so we need the deeper grooves on prototype 1 and we need the finer grit on prototype 2. So I'll go ahead and read you their response because I told them this a couple of days ago when I first tried them out. So let me find that email for you real quick. There it is. Okay. We are ready to do the mass production for the more finer grits, 200, and the deeper grooves after the Chinese New Year. So just as you said, combine those two together. We are not quite sure of the durability of the 200 grits, so please use the 200 grits file more often if you have any chance to testing its durability. So, sorry, kind of translating a little bit of Chinglish there. So, I am going to work with the 200 grit file a little bit more, but it seems like it's the same grit as the original Baroque file that I liked so much. Let me go ahead and move my camera back up here. So I think that they're on the right path. They're almost there. So I know that the Chinese New Year is a kind of a long holiday. I think they mostly take like 2 or 3 weeks off for that. So I'm awaiting their production. And they did get these prototypes out to me really fast, so I expect that I'll have a 3rd generation prototype in my hands fairly shortly after the Chinese New Year. So I'm pretty excited about that. I think they are super close, and I think if they combine these two files, they will have my full endorsement because I think for 30 bucks, I mean, I'm still using the very first one that I got, and I've used it probably on like 15 necks so far, and it might just barely be starting to show some wear, but it's still totally usable, so it's pretty awesome. It's awesome that you got someone working with you on that level of detail. Yes, I agree. Megan Chow is my representative over there at Baroque, and she reached out to me originally to send the 1st generation, which I have sitting right here. There it is, the octagonal one, or hexagonal one, sorry. It's only got 6 sides. Which I still think that this one's the best one, but she did tell me that the manufacturing costs on this one were too difficult to get consistent results for whatever reason, getting those flat edges. So that's why they decided to go with the round version. So, but it is pretty cool that she legitimately cares my opinion and wants to make her product better. And so Baroque is really high in my book as a result of that. How's that custom bass series going? Oh, this guy right here? I've been playing around with them for a little bit. Haven't decided if I like the wooden pickguard better or the metal pickguard better, which, that's kind of screwed down right there. So here you can see, I kind of tried making it like brushed aluminum, like with a steel brush, and it didn't really turn out very good. So I don't really know if I like the metal yet. Wood pickguards are kind of my thing, so I might stick with that. But I do like, I love the pickups that I got from Epic Custom Shop, and they are a custom wound set to my specifications. So I think they do sound really good. If you guys watch my bass effects video, you got to hear the raw tone of it, and I thought the raw tone of it was pretty awesome. So the wood does look great. Thanks, Adam. When are you going to do a video on the 42-tone wiring? Oh, good question. I honestly forgot about that. I don't know. Probably never. Is that a terrible answer? I don't know, to answer your question. Maybe sometime soon. Yeah. Any other questions? I'm going to have to go real quick to make sure that my kids are actually doing the laundry they're supposed to be doing. And I didn't expect this to be a very long live stream. I was really just testing to see if it was possible. So do you have any air filters in your shop? I've just started building guitars. Oh, that one disappeared. Can I make these come back? Oh, I can. And I'm shocked at how much dust is collecting in the shop. Cheers from Atlanta. Okay, Travis. No, I don't have a dust collection device at all. And I really should, honestly. My dust collection device is, I'll show you, this little shop vac. Okay, so I just stop every once in a while and use the shop vac. And I did just get this dust mask from Harbor Freight, which I'm excited about. So I'm gonna have like a legit, sort of legit, it's from Harbor Freight, sort of legit dust mask to wear. And then I am actually just pretty adamant about vacuuming up my shop. Pretty much anytime I do sanding or routing, I just vacuum up right away. And then I usually start my day by vacuuming my work desk area for all the dust that's settled down. So I probably should have some kind of dust collection, but that is probably really expensive. And I have probably a total of $800 invested total in this workshop structure. So to spend another $1,000 on a dust collection thing just isn't really worth it, I don't think. So love your videos. Your enthusiasm is great. You put out some great helpful content. Kudos. Thank you so much. Have you made a video on the budget in-ear mixing setup? No, I'm working on it. And I actually just filmed today a budget in-ears volume 2. There's a company called Linsel Audio that reached out to me that wanted to sponsor another best budget in-ears video. And so actually I went through the comments of that best budget in-ears video, and I took all the suggestions of other people that had some good budget in-ear monitors that they thought should have been on the list. So I actually just took all those and I said, hey, Linsel, if you're willing to send me these and sponsor a video, then I'll go ahead and do that. So I filmed that today. I didn't give all of them a great review, so it'd be interesting to see if Linsel wants to sponsor any more content. They may not want to, but you guys know I have to be me. I have to be honest. So, but there are a couple of good options, so you definitely want to watch that video. And in that video, I did mention that I'm working on another video that will be on setting up a personal in-ear monitoring system. So if you're playing at venues that don't have like an Avion mixer or digital console or a wireless pack setup, then you can set up your own personal setup. And I think we'll be able to do it for less than $100 pretty easily. So that'll be cool. And then I also mentioned that I am working on a ghetto DIY hack to go wireless with in-ear monitors on a budget. So to be able to do that for less than $100 is my goal, and I think I have a pretty good solution. So it just needs some real life testing. So I have to wait for my next live gig to try it out to make sure it actually works. But it works great in my house, but that's not a really good test. And then lastly, I am also working on a video on the best budget custom molded in-ear monitors as well. So that one's probably going to be a ways out because I've got to get impressions done and all that stuff, which takes a while, and then ship it off and get them done. So, but I think that will be cool. So, dude, in-ears changed my stage presence. What did that say? It was amazing. LOL. Oh, cool, Jeff. That's awesome. Glad to hear that. Would you want to make a Hofner violin bass kit? Yes, I get that question all the time, and the answer is yes. I am super behind on kits. In fact, let me turn this around so that you can see. But these are all the kits that I've not built yet. And then I've got some more up there. You can't see part of it because of my lights are being covered. So I have lots of kits to build, and I'm way far behind. And as you can see, my semi-hollow Firebird is in the exact condition that we left it. So I haven't even gotten started on that. The next project that I'm really working on actually is this guitar fetish guitar and this neck. That's why we're working on this. So anyway, guys, I appreciate the comments. It's so good to see 181 of you showed up, and I didn't even tell you guys that I was doing this. Hey, I see a little dollar sign up there. Did somebody give me super chats? Is there a way to see those? I don't know enough about live streaming. I've never done this before. I would love to see those super chats somehow. If anyone knows, let me know in the comments. How do I see super chats? It was DIY Gene. DIY Gene's here? DIY Gene, if you're here, ask your question again. I don't see DIY Gene. I think he left. Dang it! So I don't know how to see super chats. Do you guys know? I'm trying to click on it and it's not working. What if I go right here? Top chat, super chat. There we go. I think I found it. Okay. Oh, Habs 247, $2. Love this channel. So glad to get you live now. Thank you, Habs 247. All right, Jason Rogers for. I think that's a pound sign, 4 pounds. Hey Dan, any tips on how to learn guitar wiring? Yeah, unfortunately, the best way to do that is to just read a lot and practice a lot. That's kind of how I got good at it. Honestly, I never had any instructions. I just watched a lot of YouTube videos on the best techniques, and I watched tutorials, and I read a lot on how to read a wiring schematic, and then just kind of learning the concepts of series versus parallel, how a magnetic coil pickup works and stuff like that. And so after just being submerged in it for a while, I kind of just learned it to the point where I don't even really use wiring diagrams all that often anymore. I just kind of can come up with it in my head. But there is a really good book, and I think it's called Advanced or Beginner, Intermediate, and Advanced Hot Rod Techniques for the Fender Stratocaster. And it's all about hot rodding the wiring of a Fender Stratocaster, which is one of the more complex guitars because it has 3 pickups. And so that's kind of where I learned, I think, the bulk of my information to start with. Let's see. So I hope that answers your question, Jason Rogers. Thanks for the super chat. Okay. $1.99 from Hey There Sailor said, looking great already, man. And then DIY Gene, he did. He just sent me $5. So thanks, Gene. I appreciate that, man. Okay, I'm going to get back to the regular chat now. All right, let's do two. I was going to say 2, but I put up 3 fingers. So we'll do 3 more questions. All right, the next 3 questions that pop up between, did my first alligator clips thing, wired them together, Dan. What do you think of the Baroque file versus your old 45-degree angle? You know, the 45-degree angle hack works spectacular, and I actually still have my prototypes laying around. And there was even somebody who 3D printed me some that I thought was really cool. The reason why I like the Baroque fret files better is because it's faster. That's it. That's the only reason. But the 45-degree angle hack works really good. I've gotten some stellar results with it. And the only reason why I'm using the baroque files now is because they're just faster. That's it. So hope that answers your question. Let's look for another question. Will you build a headless guitar from Bargain Musician? Yes, I will eventually. I don't know when, but I know that Zane over there at Bargain Musician, I'm actually meeting him up at NAMM this weekend. I don't know if any of you guys are going to be at NAMM. That's the super large music industry convention in Anaheim. So I'm going to be there this weekend, and I'm going to meet up with Zane from Bargain Musician over there, and we're going to talk about kind of our partnership moving forward and stuff. And I know that he's totally cool to send me whatever kits that I want to review. So I will do a headless kit. I don't know when. Like I showed you guys before in the live stream, I have a massive stack of kits that I'm behind on. Habs 247, I think you super chatted me earlier. Thanks for that. What state do I live in? I live in Arizona. I live in northern Arizona where there's actually seasons. It's not just summer year round here. So it's actually winter, and it is actually chilly. I've got a space heater here to keep me warm. So there you go. One question. Wish I could go to NAMM, wrong side of the world. Okay, yeah, I wish I could see you there too. Sorry about that. One question. Last question, guys. Can I have the Rick bass kit for the giveaway? No, sorry, I've already delegated that away. I want to be a luthier. I live in Hollywood, Florida. That's cool. Okay, hello from Arizona. DIY Gene was asking about how the tellies are coming along. Oh, well, I'm working on a neck right now. That's the Guitar Fetish one. That's going to be my next project. And then the other two are still sitting in my bedroom, and I just pick them up and noodle on them from time to time. So that doesn't count as a question because DIY Gene's not here anymore. Would you build a double neck kit from the fret wire? Well, I have this piece of junk double neck right here that I bought off Craigslist for $250. And I bought it because it was back before I got into guitar building at all. And I bought it because I was like, $250, that thing looks rad. If nothing else, it'll be a great piece of art to hang on my wall. And lo and behold, that's what it does best. So that's why it's just hanging in the back there. They're not super fun to play. They are really heavy. And unless you really build them up with good electronics, they are just, in my opinion, I just don't ever pick them up to play because they're so heavy and they don't sound all that great. And they're just not ideal. Like the guitar, to have one in the ideal playing position means the other one's not in the ideal playing position. I think it would be cool to experiment with a looper, which is why I bought it. And then I've found that I just don't like doing that very much. So, wow, almost 200 people here in the chat. This is crazy. And I didn't even tell you that I was doing this. This is a test. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to log off, you guys. I have to go be a good dad. I set my kids up to do their laundry about 22 minutes and 44 seconds ago. And so I just need to go check in on them. So I hope you guys understand that family life comes first. That's the reason why I started a YouTube channel, so I could work from home, so I could be a good dad. So I'm going to go take care of that. It was so good to see you guys here. Thanks for showing up. I'm going to be doing, I think, more of this live streaming stuff. So let's do like some soldering tutorials or something. Let's grab a beer or a glass of whiskey or something and hang out and learn some guitar wiring or I don't know, just chat about life or something. It'd be kind of cool. So I will let you guys know more in the future when I plan to live stream. I'll try to plan it out a little bit better. This was kind of random, and this was more just a test to see if I could do it. Again, if you weren't here in the beginning, I just got a new Wi-Fi router that extends the internet into my workshop. And so now I actually have the capability to live stream, which I didn't before. So pretty excited about that. So this was a test of the equipment. Can you guys let me know, was the audio quality okay? I'm using this cheap little lapel. I know it's not the best audio quality, but none of my other high quality mics plug into my iPad. So this is kind of the only one. Audio is great. Okay, great. Thank you, Homer. Homer Simpson. Homer Simpson watches my channel. That's awesome. Okay, good. Hey, thanks guys for letting me know the audio quality is great. Okay, cool. I will see you guys in the next video, which should be this Friday, same bat time, same bat channel. And that bat channel, of course, is Guns and Guitars. And thanks so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Take care, Homer Simpson. All right, Riley Tech, bye. Uncultured, what is it? Carabara, looking forward to see it, man. See you later. Awesome, I'll see you later. Thrash metal and fun riffs. Play some riffs next time? Yeah, maybe we'll hang out and have a jam session or something. All right, bye, Mr. Jiu-Jitsu, Luke Hagstream, Alex Bundy, Jason Rogers, Mike Barker, Stuart Kumar, Ruben Rivera. See you guys later. Okay, if I just keep reading these names as they come up, then I'm never going to log off. Okay, bye guys. I love you. Thanks for hanging out with me.